Like literally.
Can we get a picture of you? Video or picture?
Test.
Don't mute it. Right? You got it on us? CMPRadio.net, man. We are out here in the community. Can you hear us? Let us know if you can hear us. Right, we're working with wireless microphones.
Yeah.
Shout out to Power Home Remodeling for believing in it wasn't my idea. It was partially my idea and partially this man here.
It was your idea. We developed it together.
Right, absolutely.
Right, but you started.
That's what it takes, bro. That's what it takes. You feel me? Understanding that you can't do things by yourself. You need a community.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Boy.
Concept of the mastermind.
Listen, and we're giving away gift cards.
Right.
So if you filled out our survey, you get a $50 gift card. We're supposed to do that every hour. Is it 5 o'clock yet? I think it is.
It is.
Right.
It's 5:03 as a matter of fact.
So we'll be giving out a gift card very soon.
Yeah.
So the original idea was for us to go into, so it's 13 Fridays in the summer months.
Right.
So I was like, okay, it's 12 wards in the city. Let's go into every ward and ask them, what do they need? Right. What do they have too much of?
Right.
How do they see their community? The things that they want to change?
Yeah.
This is the idea that I had. We were going to go through with it.
Absolutely.
And then my mother passed away.
Right.
And it kind of derailed things and things got a little bit harder, right?
Yeah.
But your idea was to go into the community because I just wanted to do the radio station, right? I want people to know that the radio station is here.
Yeah.
Come out, support the radio station.
Yep.
But your idea took us down a whole nother path. So explain that to me.
So in addition to the idea of the radio station, so my idea just thought about like, all right, so because I try to think in terms of like what's in it for me, right?
Right.
So I think it's dope to be like, all right, you got a radio station, but if we can't realize how that radio station is going to help us in its best form, then it's kind of like we underusing a resource.
Absolutely.
So I think it's dope to be like, all right, you got a radio station, but then you got a radio station that you could use as a way to get your self-expression and as a way that you could use to pass along information.
Absolutely.
Right? And so I feel like that's where I wanted to focus on, because what I noticed growing up here, this is my home, right? And I noticed that we got a problem with getting information out. You feel me?
We might have a problem with receiving information too. It's not just getting it out, right? Okay.
Because if it's not coming from the right people,
right,
then
we
we're not
ignore
gonna hear it, right? So the idea was like, you know what? Let's solve this problem twofold, right? So instead of it being like, all right, we trying to get the information out, right? Let's be like, all right, well, what do you need, right? So
what do you need?
Document it, right?
Let's document it.
And then once we got documentation of what we need,
give me that survey, JP. Go ahead.
My idea was to show us how we could.
The survey over there. Don't touch that. Yeah.
I just really wanted to show us how we could use our organization and our unity, right? And our collective voice, because that's what the station is bringing to us.
Absolutely.
To be able to start saying, all right, like, so now we got this list of things we need. We got 12 wards in our city, right? Each ward got their own independent issues and things that they need.
Absolutely.
But also at the same time, each ward has things that they collectively
got
the same things going on that we need, right? So what I wanted people to understand was, if we use our collective voice plus organization, writing it down, and start being able to say like, all right, this is what this ward needs, this is what these wards needs. Now we have something real, something tangible, right? That we could bring to politicians and say, you won't get Chester's vote unless
you're doing this,
right? And then, but then what's it coming from? It's coming from the actual community, not just something that somebody thought up. And I was like, oh, this is what Chester needs. Or this is what Chester needs. Nah, what we actually doing is we taking data from Chester's voice, right? With documentation and showing like, this is what Chester's voice has said they needed. And then now these are the ones that you can accomplish. This is what we need for our vote, right? And then I feel like from that perspective, that's the way we start winning as a community.
Right.
So now we using our resources of information sharing so we could start sharing information from the people who want to get their need out, and then also information from the people who saying like, all right, Chester, I need your vote, right? Whether it's Chester local government that's saying I need your vote, or whether it's the county government that's saying I need your vote,
or the state
or whether
government,
it's the state or the federal government that's saying I need your vote. If we got documentation as what we need as Chester, and we saying meet these requirements and we'll get your vote, that's real power. We tired of voting for people who don't really deliver
on nothing.
On nothing, but
that
it's
kind of
hard to hold a person accountable without a list.
Boys.
So I want to build this list. So Community Fusion Friday, we're better way to be like, all right, we gotta show the radio station. You got this voice here, the voice of the people, right? We trying to cultivate mature positivity.
Yes,
right?
yes,
and we trying to make these Chester-made products, right? So what does Chester need so we can make these products, right? And part of the products is politics.
Let's go.
And I know it's easy to be like, oh, I don't really do politics. My people, beloved people, politics doing us.
Say it again.
I said politics doing us.
Easily.
And the reason why we keep getting done by politics is because we keep on adopting this concept of I don't do politics.
I don't do politics.
So let me rephrase it. I don't want to do politics. I want to meet needs.
Right.
Real life, tangible needs.
Right.
Right. But I also understand how to play the political game to make it work in our favor.
Boy, bro.
So if we can get a list of our needs, we can do the rest.
Boy, bro. So. When I talk to you, just opens doors, right? That I think I barricaded with certain things because I don't want to walk down that hallway alone, bro.
Right.
Like, and so when we come together and we do things for the radio station, and you're constantly motivating me to get up and do more, right? Yeah. And I'm like, nah, that's enough. Like, nah, bro, like you can do a whole lot more, right?
Yeah.
So I appreciate you,
and I appreciate you, man.
And I love you. So I just want people to understand the importance of this survey.
Absolutely.
Why is this survey so important? Because it gives us a voice.
It does.
Outside of the voices we already have, outside of the things that we already like. Having this survey be a part and be able to give it to the politicians and say, listen, this is what Chester wants. It's sort of like a mini pact.
Literally. But it ain't gonna cost us anything.
Nothing, no money.
We're using free resources. And listen, the questions, it's broken down where you could choose how you, like whatever category you want to talk about or not talk about, you could pick and choose. It's all your choices. But I will say the more information you give us in that, right, and we're not talking about information as far as names or nothing like that, but we're talking about real information like, all right, this is, it's something going on this block, or it's something going on around this neighborhood, or we lacking something here. The more information we have in that survey, the stronger that information is going to be to bring to the right people that we need to bring it to. And that's what it's really all about. Because we got a bunch of people that got a bunch of problems, and we got a bunch of people that got a bunch of ideas, and now we just want to start marrying them things together so we can start getting some real life solutions. Right? Meeting some real needs.
Absolutely.
So that's all. And we want to do it with love because it's us.
That's all we got.
And ain't nobody coming to solve our problems, and that's what I really love about this.
Who are we waiting for? That's what
Why are we waiting?
Why are we waiting?
You know what I mean?
This is 2024. This is almost 60, 70 years removed from, civil rights.
Right.
And we're still waiting for the exact same thing we were waiting for then.
Right.
Why?
And it hasn't come.
Why?
But now we got enough well-to-do people in our communities. We got enough capable people in our communities. And in between the uses of technology and a collective voice, because that's what it's key about. We all got the same goals, family.
Right.
We all do. Ultimately, we all want to raise our kids.
Right.
We want to have our houses. We want to be safe when we out in these streets.
Absolutely.
We want to not miss any meals.
Right.
Right. And be able to have the freedom to be what we want to be.
That's it.
And not have a boot on our neck every day. Right. Now, what that looks like in the details, that's what really varies. And that's what we really want to get the information on. But we understand we all got the same goals. So because we all got the same goals, let's use our collective voice. Like that's all.
That's it. Let's yell it from the mountaintops.
Right.
Let's talk about the things that affect us.
Absolutely.
We can even talk about the things that affect us positively.
Right.
Right? The things that change our life positively, the inspirational things, so we can get more of that. Right? I'm big on understanding that life will change.
Absolutely.
Every day. And I accept it, right? I'm trying to tell you I accept it, right? I was down. I still think I'm a little down, right? Because things are changing around me.
Right.
Dealing with my grandfather right now. Just dealt with my mom, right? So it's hard, right?
It is.
But I have to keep on pushing, right? Because one person's problem that don't mean my problem is bigger than yours, right? We're all dealing with life, right? So keep on moving, keep on pushing. So that's what I'm doing, man. CMP is out here. We have a team podcast that's about to start as soon as the leader gets here, right?
Shout out to the teams getting active, and using their voice.
But they have to, right? They got to tell us what they don't have, what they have too much of. I need to know.
Absolutely.
You feel me? I got my son here. He's helping me out, right? I was telling him the other day, this is your radio station. It's not mine. I'm holding it for you.
Right.
So go figure out what you need to figure out and come back and run this thing, right? Like somebody can give you something. I had a conversation in a local store. I won't say what the local store was. I was talking to my brother, and I was like, wow, man, like our parents didn't leave us a store.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if our parents left us anything, it was the ability to go to a store that was left to him by his family.
Right.
That brother spazzed on me, right? And I thought he was my brother. I'm like, and I'm still to this day like trying to figure out what his issue was, but I think I know what it is, and maybe one day we'll talk about it. But right now, I'm not trying to hear anything because you got mad over me saying the truth. Your family put you in a great position to move forward in life. And my family, I'm not going to say they didn't, but they didn't put me in the same position that you're in.
Right.
Right. So that changes things. So I just want people to understand what you do now and what you want for your kids. You got to start right now.
Somebody got to make the sacrifice.
You have to start right now. You have to sacrifice. You have to struggle. You have to give things up. You have to move away. You have to stop doing things so that your kids can grow into who they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. It's really just that simple. So I want to thank you for sitting down with me, bro. I appreciate you, man.
It's always my pleasure, brother.
You know, C's. Anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, man, you covered it. I think that was great.
Appreciate you, bro. No doubt. Give me that microphone. Come on, C's. Good brother.
Good brother. How you doing?
Can the nurses have one of these?
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing out there? Uncle P, what's up?
What's up, C's? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm chilling, man.
You good?
Yeah, man. This is great. What we put together, man. This Fusion Friday. It's nice, man. It's a nice opportunity for us to get in communities.
So you're down here representing?
I'm down here representing Making a Change, the G-Vine organization, gun violence, intervention, networking, empowerment. We got a mentor program for youth 10 to 21 who are impacted directly, indirectly, perpetrators of gun violence, you know. So we don't just help the people shot. We also help the victims, you know, the shooters itself, man, because just because you're a shooter don't make you a bad person. You might not have resources, you know, you might be in a bad situation, man, you know. So that's what we about, man. That's what we do here at G-Vine. We got the Team Mac program starting back up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, we live. This is the Team Mac program, you know, for the youth mentor and development that's getting ready to start up. Wednesday, starting October 2nd, 4 to 7. Every other Saturday from 9 to 1. Workshops on peer pressure, goal setting, self-esteem, health and wellness, and more. We got that going on. Also, we got our Connected Visions program, you know, Connected Families. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, they use my family for the flyer. You know, shout out to them for that. You know, and this is going to be on Tuesdays as well. No, that's Wednesday, so this is Tuesdays for October 1st, running to June 24th, 5:30 to 7:30 on these Tuesdays at the Hope Point Community Center. 733 West 9th Street, man. Make sure y'all come out here, signed up, man. We got support for the whole families, not just for the youth in the community, because, you know, one of the biggest things we like to focus with the Connected Families program is to, you know, help families. It don't do no good to, you know, help these young men and they go back to these households and they broken still, you know what I'm saying? And you got to ask for help, man. Parents, don't be ashamed. You know, we all need help, myself included, man. So those are the things we got going on right now. The G-Vine, we out here at Chester Park. Pull up, y'all. We out here until 8 o'clock. We out here until 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Big VAR will be here. We had Harris. Harris just rolled out, right? But they gave us a $25 gift certificate, right? To a Philly tap. So anything in Harris, I think that could have been. I'm not going to say what it could have been. I appreciate every small everything that you give. I'm not saying it's small, right? So thank you. But we have $50 gift certificates. We got a $40 gift certificate from Making a Change Group, right? So if you fill out the survey, that's your chance to win a gift certificate or a gift card, right? It's a process. So if you don't fill out the survey, you can't win, right? I got a couple people that filled it out, and I'm about to do a raffle in a couple seconds and give away a gift card for $50, right? So I want to thank C's for stopping through, for coming through, for being here, for being somebody I can always call on, right? I want y'all to tell C's to bring his podcast back. You feel me? I've been trying to get him to do that, right? But, you know, he's a family man now, so he's busy. Super busy, bro.
I'm gonna open up a space for that, man, because I feel like it's needed. You know, every time I sit here, I get that energy back, man. It's like it just flows. It's natural. Also, be on the lookout, man. Me and P, you know, the Infinite Men of Honor.
Absolutely.
Our 4th annual Trunk or Treats coming up.
Let's go.
Sponsors, we looking for sponsors. The sponsorships letters going out on Monday.
Let's go.
To community partners, anybody else that want to get involved, please reach out to one of us. Inbox, email. Like, we got plenty forms of communication, man. So, you know, it's the 4th year. We trying to do it. We just trying to improve every year and year, man. Make it better and better. Like I said, man, it's Fusion Friday. You can catch me down here every Friday, man. Where we at next week? Erie Park?
Next week we're at Erie Park. The week after we're at Memorial Park, right? So we're just trying to reach every community that we can reach without struggling to do it, right? So, you know, it's definitely dope. Hey, how you doing? I see. Oh, there she. Yep, we got a superstar in the building. Right. But no, man.
Listen, man, we can't help y'all if y'all don't come out, man.
You gotta come out.
You gotta come out, bro.
You gotta come out, bro.
You know, we always online saying Chester don't got nothing or the people don't care.
That's a lie, bro.
But we doing this right now, man.
That's a lie, bro.
Everybody between 20th, 25th Street should be over here right now.
Shout out to Power Home Remodeling, right?
Look, shout out to Power Home Remodeling.
Look at the tents we got, man. The table covers, right?
I wish I could see these tents.
The wireless microphones. You feel me?
Yo, I got the best tents I've ever seen.
Right. Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Lee Jones is chip.
Right. Stuff costs money.
It do.
Like everybody say, oh man, I can never do anything because no one ever wants to give me money to do things. If you give me money, I will do exactly what you gave me the money to do.
Yes, sir.
It's just that simple, right?
That simple.
I don't need the money for it. Listen, I've done things. I've had money already. Everybody know I say that. It's not about the money to me. I had 2 jobs. I was giving most of my checks away. You feel me? Like helping other people, right? My phone hasn't rang since I quit my jobs, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is my community. What I'm worried about is the people in my community that can do great things, doing those great things. Even if you feel as though you were a drug dealer, even if you feel as though you was out taking money from people or doing whatever you were doing, you can stand up in your community and say, I was wrong. But you have to be accountable. You have to take it. I take it every day. Every day I sit and say I wasn't the best person. I've done some things that I'm not proud of. But I continue with this radio station and I push it and I push it and I push it. Shout out to Del Cora. Shout out to local 413, bro. They definitely looked out, right? Those two, Del Cora and the local 413, definitely helped me get this thing together, man. Like it's awesome. See us on Homecoming.
Yes.
We're gonna be out there with
I'm out there
tents.
Homecoming.
I got a whole line of
these
tents
that Uncle P and them got, man.
Right.
These Jones is crazy.
Right, and they heavy.
And one thing else I want to say, man, you know, don't let your past deter you from getting involved right now. You may not be ready right now, you know what I'm saying? There's ways to get involved behind the scenes. We don't care. Well, I don't care, and I'm sure Uncle P don't. We're not caring where your money come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're using it to better your community, that's a step. You know what I'm saying? You can use it to better yourself. Come get some of these resources. You know what I'm saying? When I first started out here, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how I was going to be involved. And Uncle P just told me stay active.
That's it.
Keep showing up.
That's it.
So that's what we need y'all to do.
And
man.
you'll
Just
figure it
show
out.
up.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure out where you belong. I had to figure it out. I figured it out.
I think I ain't got it figured out neither. So many people tell me like, oh man, I see you. Listen, man, if y'all only knew how stressful this stuff is, man, you know, to walk around all day and smile when you don't feel like smiling. You know, it's times where I be hurt, I be depressed. You know, I just Carol Dock Day was the 10-year anniversary of my brother.
Right.
And I was there.
Right.
I didn't stay the whole time, but I felt like it was important to show up. First of all, shout out to Carol Kazim, you know, our state rep. She does a lot.
Right. She's still here?
Yeah. Yeah, she over there with the coalition.
All right.
So, yeah, man, just continue to show up. Like I said, man, I didn't have no blueprint. I didn't have nothing, man. His brothers to my left helped me, man. Helped me a lot, along with a lot of other good leaders in this community, man. So it takes a village. Even when you try to change as an adult, man, don't feel like you got to do it all by yourself, man. We here to support each other. Brothers got to bring each other up, man.
Right.
We can't keep bringing crabs in the barrel. So
absolutely.
To anybody that's thinking, oh, I want to do what they doing, just come on out,
Come on
man.
out.
We'll figure out the rest
Come on
later.
out. And we will. And we will. I'm looking for voices. I'm looking for people to lead the radio station into the next chapter of the radio station. We've been doing this for 7 years. Every year it's new people here. Listen, hit me up, man. Let's talk. Like I don't care where you come from. I don't care what you're talking about, right? You just gotta work.
That's it.
Right? And yeah, I don't get disrespectful, but I do love hard. Right? And if I love you and if I care about you, I'm not gonna let you do something crazy.
Facts.
I'm gonna tell you. And if you don't like being told that what you're doing is crazy, then you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why don't I like that, right? Because I ain't got nothing but love for you. But you come to the radio station, have your podcast, do your things. Caesar tell you, yeah. I was on him. Oh, come on, man, come on. Nah, listen, bro, you want to do this, you got to do it like this.
Tough love is sometimes the best love, especially in our community, you know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to understand that. I'll never forget, I was sitting out that county and I had that visit with you, Uncle P. It was like 2 days before my release date. And you told me, you know, yo, bro, just focus. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen. That date might not be that date. And, you know, I took that a little hard, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad we had that conversation. Right. Because I realized that it's tough love. It's better than no love.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I just didn't want you to be disappointed.
Nah, absolutely.
Right. One thing about me, I realized that some days you get a to go home date, and you don't go home on that day. You feel me? Like, and I didn't want you to beat her, man. They ain't let me out. Like, listen, man. Think about what you do if you're here 2 days after your go home date has already passed, right? But you didn't. You was out on the day. You feel me? Like, thank God, right?
Yes, sir.
That's all we could do.
Glory be to him.
Yeah, right back there.
How y'all doing? What's up, twin?
So, who's next? George!
Who you want me to get? Brother Mink. Well, we appreciate y'all. Listen, man, stay tuned in. CMP Radio, the station. We better see y'all next week, man. Come on out, man. Just pull up the community, man. We here for y'all. We got these resources. And see y'all Fusion Friday. And I definitely want to see y'all at the Trunk or Treat, man. Peace, love. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey, George! I'm sorry, we're doing a podcast. All right. So y'all gotta, all right.
CC.
Hey.
What's up, good brother?
What's going on?
How you feeling?
What's going on?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Right here, I got my good brother, George Mink, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Bro in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Right? Coming out with his podcast.
Yes.
Doing his work.
Yes.
Right? Explain to what Mr. Bro in the neighborhood is about.
All right, wow. So the concept came from when I worked in the school. They kept calling me bro. I told them to put Mr. on front of it. Right. And it picked up with the students, and it became like a culture. You know what I'm saying? So I expanded the culture to the community. So the game plan is to brighten up some spots in the community and highlight some sisters and brothers that's doing some things behind the scenes that might not get the highlights or, you know, the accolades for the work that they putting in for that community. So the concept is totally like a community concept.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
Mr. Bro in the neighborhood will be near you sometime soon.
Very soon.
Yes,
Very soon, man.
Yes. And I'm actually doing it through CMP.
Let's go, bro.
And we moving out. And I'm just proud to be here with you, man. Like, first of all, this is a beautiful event.
Right. Thank you.
This is a Friday night special, man.
Let's get together.
Yes,
let's come as a community in unity.
Yes.
Let's communicate. Let's talk. Let's fill out this survey. I'm trying to tell you how important this survey is. If you don't fill out the survey, you can't get the gift certificates.
Right.
We got gift certificates.
Right.
We got gift certificates from Harris. $25. Listen, you down at Harris losing money. This joint might come in handy.
Right.
Or it might send you down there. You might win some money.
Right.
Last time I went down there, I won.
Right. I'm also here with Health Educated.
Absolutely. Shout out to Health Educated, man.
Shout
out to Doc Motley, man. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to be honest with you. If it wasn't for Doc Motley caring about me and my health I wouldn't have never found out that I got diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and I probably got a couple other diseases that I don't even know about yet because I ain't go get my blood work done.
Right.
But I'm going to get that done, you feel me, as soon as I get myself together. But I'm so proud of Dr. Motley and how she loves her community.
Yes.
You feel me? And she instills in us, both of us, that it's important that we go get checked out because we wasn't worried about it.
No, we wasn't.
And that's why a lot of our brothers die.
Yes.
Real quick. It doesn't take a whole lot, right? And it takes us right out. And it'd be diabetes, it'd be things that we can handle.
Yeah.
So shout out to Doc Motley. Shout out to Health Educated, man.
Educated in the building. We doing blood pressures today.
Okay.
Blood pressure screenings. We got 2 lovely nurses over there.
Come on down here.
We doing blood pressure screenings. And it's about really being a healthy community.
Absolutely.
Mentally and physically and financially.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all this event exemplifies that.
Right.
So P, can I ask you a question, bro?
Go ahead, good brother.
Where we headed, like with CMP, like I already know what your vision was, you know, the Porter community, and what's our vision, like forward, like our forward vision with CMP?
The forward vision for CMP is still the same, right? To get a space where the radio station can grow and it become a teaching radio station. So if you're from Philly, if you ever heard of Philly Cam, I'm talking about that type of growth.
Right.
I'm talking about being able to teach our kids and show our kids and let our grown adults and our kids right out of college come through and create what they want to hear, right? What they want to see, the type of shows that they want to see. So, you know, it's a lot right across the street from my man next door. I want that. And I every day I ride past it, I'm thinking about how to get that, how to buy that land, right? Yeah. So we can build what we need to build on top of that land. I'm talking about the bottom floor, the basement, the foundation is studios, a recording studio, a voice studio, recording music studio, a podcast studio.
Even a news station.
And a lounge.
Remember we talked about the news station, bro?
Absolutely.
Just the news station, man.
I wish
would take over the city.
And not just the city, right? So you got to, at first it was about the city.
Copy.
Now it's about Delaware County.
Right.
Now it's about the county. Now it's about Sharon Hill. It's about Upper Darby. It's about Yade. It's about Morton. It's about all these. It's about all these pockets where there are individuals that understand that life isn't fair.
Right.
Where people are mad because they're not getting the resources that they know they deserve. Right. So we're up at the top. So we're trying to change what we see.
Right.
Right. And the way we act when we see it.
Yeah,
right?
How about that? Our reaction to it.
Bro, like, I tell people all the time, a response is better than reaction. Right. And they say, well, why you figure that? I said, because a response takes you time to figure out how to respond. A reaction is instantaneously. You feel me? So if somebody does something to you, your first reaction is to hit them back.
Right.
But if you think back, you be like, oh, man, you going through something, man. Bro, you all right? Right? And it's not about...
got to start approaching our situations like that, bro.
Right. So that's what the radio station is about. I was going through something and I started the radio station and now I understand what I was going through.
Wow.
Right? I know exactly where I am.
Wow.
I got an inner child inside of me that feels some type way. Right. My dad died when I was 12 years old, so I didn't have a father figure to show me how to be a man, how to grow up. I had to learn all that shit on my own. Yeah. That's why
Especially when it was time for you to start going into your development stage mentally. I already know, bro.
I didn't have an old head that I trusted telling me, they was like, man, get another girl, do this, do that, do that.
Right.
The lies they told me, bro.
Negative paths, bro.
I don't want that for my child. So I make sure my son understands who he's supposed to be as a man.
Right.
What he's supposed to stand for.
Right.
All those good things, bro. Like, and I didn't have that. So I'm so thankful, man. I wake up every morning and I say I'm grateful, and people are like, man, that's bull. I've been saying that for the last 4 years, bro.
Me too, bro.
I am so grateful that God woke me up this morning so I can do everything that I already
continue the mission.
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
I feel the same way. No matter when I'm going through stuff, like you said, we all going through stuff. Some kind of way, whatever, it's life. But when you wake up and you impacting lives and you know that's your goal and that's what your 24-hour deal is, bro, that's what the give back is about.
Right.
You got kids, you got all the kids lined up, man. This is what it's about,
That's
man.
all it's about,
you got
bro.
an army of kids behind you that believe in our concept.
And an opportunity.
Yes.
An opportunity.
Yes.
I was told today, so I'm working at CCSA. I'm teaching journalism, storytelling. You feel me? Like I'm doing that. But somebody said something to me today. Shout out to Michelle Jackson, Delcora, right? She said, P, I need you to stop saying our kids are hopeless. See, they have hope. It's just not ignited.
Wow.
Right? They're not they're not hopeless, they're hopeful, but they don't know what to be hopeful about.
Right.
Right? So give that to them. So for all the teachers, all the parents that felt like they didn't have hope, ignite it in your kids. Right, but you got to ignite it in you too. You feel me? But when you do that, it's like a chain reaction. Bang, 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 bang. Then you have a big explosion, and everybody's happy. Right? All explosions are not bad explosions. So give some positivity to somebody. Give some uplifting words to somebody.
That's true, bro.
And give grace. That's important.
It's crazy, man, because I just had a couple students.
Right.
And they came up to me and they remember me from the school last year, and they said, "Mr. Bro, do you have any school bags?" Now, mind you, it's been 100 school bag drives. Guess what? Mr. Bro just happened to have them in his bag.
Let's go.
In the car.
Let's go.
So it's like, that's what it's about, bro.
That's all it's about.
That's all it's about for me, man. I'm not trying to win no contest, man. This is a lifetime mentality. So I appreciate you. You one of the first brothers,
appreciate
man.
You, bro.
That actually was the person that I met with your intentions and with your heart, bro.
Absolutely.
You never stop being that boy, man.
Right.
Seriously.
And I'm not gonna stop.
And I owe you that. Like your flowers, the gratitude. It's genuine.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? You stayed #1 with me the whole time. You told me to watch out for the puddles, to watch out with the bridges was out. And guess what? When I was going that way, I listened, man. One of them times, I'm like, no.
Yeah, you got to go through.
Listen, I'm back out. I got up. I dust myself off.
And you keep moving.
Yes.
Keep moving forward, bro.
Yes,
and that's
bro.
all it's about, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to have you, bro. I'm excited for you to be a part of CMP Ready. You've always been a part of the family. Right now, you're getting your own podcast. You're doing things on your own. So look out for Mr. Bro in the neighborhood, bro.
In the neighborhood.
It's coming real soon. You feel me? So appreciate you, bro.
Yes, appreciate you too, bro.
Be safe.
All right. Till next time. Want to grab somebody? You want to coalition?
Yeah. Say it again. Right, that's right. I'll call Big Bar. Never mind. He coming? Right. You said what? Yeah. You asking me questions. What's up? What are you doing? How's my brother? I'm good. How are you?
Hey, listen. Do I need that?
You need what?
The microphone.
What you doing?
I'm showing my shirt that I finally got. Been asking you forever. C-City.
Right.
I finally got my shirt.
I appreciate you, bro. Let me interview her. And I got
know her. You know her?
Right, you know her? Yeah, I know her.
I know her real good. I know her real good. How are you?
Y'all got too many people from the same bloodline here right now.
No, that's how the city works. Let her sit down so I can interview her real quick, and I got you. Come right back.
I feel like I look crazy, but if I do, just know I'm out in these streets.
How do you feel like you look crazy? I'm lost.
When you get to sweating, I don't have a relaxer, and so when your hair is not relaxed, you put heat to it, and then liquid comes, it can only revert back to the afro. So I'm about halfway there, but you know what? I would do it again for Fusion Friday.
You're supposed to.
Absolutely.
Right. Get some sweat on your back.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Get some sweat on the front of your shirt.
Absolutely.
Right? Feel absolutely tired, right? When I leave here, I'm going to sleep good.
Absolutely.
Right? So I want y'all people to come out, man. Come down here. Listen. Big Var's giving out water ice for another hour and a half, man. Get down here. It's 5:30.
Oh, y'all running out of time.
Right, you're running out of time. So come on out here, man.
Amazing resources.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Chester Community Coalition. Tell me what Chester Community Coalition not only means to you, but what it's doing in the community.
First, what it means to me is an option, right? Sometimes we out of options for a number of different things, life choices, but especially resources. And when I had my experiences with grief and loss related to gun violence, this wasn't available. And so for me, it means being able to be there for someone in a way that my family didn't have support.
Absolutely.
Or maybe just not aware of the support. And so I'm always going to pop out to make sure that folks know we're not out of resources. Chester is not limited on resources at all.
No, we're not.
We have an abundance of resources. And that's the entire point of this Fusion Friday, is to let y'all know that whether you know it or not, these resources are here, and that's why we want y'all to pop out. But what we do is support families who've been impacted by gun violence.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a team of professionals, all of us with lived experience, who have received trauma-informed training in order to support families, either survivors of shootings or stabbings, or those who have been left behind after a homicide.
Yes.
We have free services for therapy, case management, peer support. Our peer support specialist has been shot himself.
Right.
Some of us have lost siblings, uncles, family members. So yeah, and there's no way that anybody that's watching this could tell me that there's not a 6 degree of separation. Everybody in Chester is impacted by
everybody. I used to say that all the time, right? You can't tell me you're offering services to people that have only been shot when everybody has known somebody that has gotten shot or suffers from grief. If you're going to offer services to them, you got to offer it to everybody.
And the people that witnessed it.
Right.
Because long before I had been impacted myself, I had witnessed it for the first time at 3 years old.
Absolutely.
And I remember that. And those are a part of your experiences. And the thing that I feel like we definitely don't talk about enough is having these conversations with the kids.
Come on, man.
We underestimate their ability to process
Come
events.
on, man.
And when we don't talk to them about how they're processing, they make up in their own mind
that nobody cares.
Happened,
right.
That nobody cares. That nobody thinks that they're feeling.
Absolutely.
That they're too young to understand.
Yes.
Kids be knowing.
Yes, they do.
And then when you say, "Oh, they acting up," no, those are symptoms.
Yes.
Those are symptoms.
Symptoms of the effect. I'm affected by this. Come on, man.
It's not a behavior.
It's not.
Really not.
It's not.
Under that. Nobody is born and just wants to say,
fuck it.
I'm bucking today.
Fuck it.
I don't want to listen.
I ain't listening to nobody.
I don't want to go to school.
I'm going to run the street. I'm going to do this.
Absolutely not.
No, it's a reason. It's a reason behind everything.
Absolutely.
Right. So I want to thank you for coming out, being a part of Fusion Fridays.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next weekend.
Absolutely.
Next Friday.
Absolutely.
My
Every
girl, that's
Friday
what I'm
until we
talking
wrap
about.
this thing up.
I appreciate
Make sure you all check us out on Instagram and Facebook as well, Chester Community Coalition.
Yes.
You can inbox us for services. You can text or call us for
services.
ChesterCommunityCoalition.org.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Mic drop. So listen, man, what we're about to do right now, we're about to have a conversation. Our teens are talking, right? We're going to let them take this over. They have 5 points that they want to push across you. I have my son, Jean-Pierre, my cousin, Kira, and Destiny. Destiny, you doing it, right? Destiny, you on it, right? All right, let's go, man. It's cmpradio.net. You already know it's the station. Not only is it the station, it's the people's station. Download our app, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Let's go. Hey, Des. How you feeling? Kira. JP. Here. You on the mic, bro. Come on, bro. Don't ask me why. Just do it. You got your question?
My mic on.
Pull your seat down something for me, Destiny. Give me a chair. Come on, Kara. Yep. You're controlling the conversation. Thank you. Have a seat. Have a seat. Let me see your microphone. So this is Teens Talking, man. We're trying to figure out what's going on in the life of our teens, how our teens are feeling about social media in their community, right? So she got the questions. She's going to answer the questions. They're going to answer the questions. We're going to get to talking. It's cmpradio.net. Come on, man. Stop playing with me.
All right, so this is Teen Talk. My name's Kira. I'm the host, and these are the two I'll be interviewing. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Destiny.
I'm JP.
All right, that's out of the way. So JP sent me these questions. I looked over them about 20 minutes ago, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so the first topic was navigating social media and building your brand versus losing yourself. So do you both have social media?
Yeah.
How long have you been using social media, would you say?
Since I was in middle school, so.
Okay.
I'm going to say since 8th grade. 8th grade, yeah.
Okay. So in using social media, what's one thing you notice about it? Do you feel like it connects you to other people? Do you feel like it glamorizes your life or other people's lives? And do you feel envious of that sometimes?
I feel like it connects you to other people. Social media can connect you to more What do I say? More people that you don't know. It's just a whole nother world on social media. That's what I think.
Okay.
It definitely connects you to other people and like different lifestyles other than yours. But I feel like it has its pros and cons for sure.
What do you think some of those cons are?
I would say it could like create unrealistic standards for people. People tend to compare themselves to people online, and it's like it's not real. None of it is real. Like people's lifestyles is not real, and it's a lot of stuff that people look up to that's not real.
What do you think the cons of social media are?
Same thing. Same thing for real. I don't really know. Like I think you could say same thing. I was thinking of that.
So, question: how would you use social media positively, and like avoiding the traps of making comparisons and negativity, and a big one, cyberbullying?
Say that again. Say that one more time.
How would you use social media and kind of avoid those cons and those traps of comparing yourself to other people, cyberbullying, and negativity?
I would say not posting too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't show the social media your everyday life. You know, try to stay off social media.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
I feel like recognizing what's real or not, and that's just something you have to learn as you grow. So you can see what's fake, see what's real, but also just staying true to yourself. The stuff that you see, it doesn't have to be you.
Now, I agree with you in the don't post your everyday life. I post twice a year, and I call it a day. But have either of you ever experienced cyberbullying?
No, not at all.
Oh, that's crazy. You're like the first I've met that haven't.
Yeah, I haven't.
Well, have you been trolled online before?
What do you mean by trolling? Like, if I post something and somebody scroll up on something and like that?
People are just dropping hate comments for no reason.
Oh, no.
Like, it's not even people you know.
No.
I've definitely seen it though.
Yeah.
I seen it on a couple of posts. But
So that's pretty common with our generation. How do you think we should combat that though?
I feel like people should just not care. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody gonna always have something to say about you. And honestly, people are more confident behind the screen. I feel like you shouldn't care. You shouldn't at all.
Yeah, don't let them what they say about you hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, your phone went off.
You good?
All right. So, on social media, it's kind of like a snapshot of your life, right? Things you're doing, things you like, places you're going. What are some ways that you could balance your self-expression and authenticity on social media without losing yourself in the process? Like, let's say influencer culture. And nowadays, everybody wants to be an influencer, and I'm not going to say it's easy to be an influencer, but it's not as hard as it used to be, given the rise of internet and the social media platforms. But how do you keep being yourself and not become someone you're not? So basically becoming a character.
So becoming a what?
A character.
That comes with, you got to stay true to yourself. There's not really much you can do, but let's make sure you don't show them your everyday life, basically. Like, you know, that stay true to yourself. That's all that for real.
Yeah, what he said, but I feel like people, how can I say this? Like, once it starts to feel like you have this persona that you have to stay up with, or you have to do certain things that's not true, that's when you know like you're going the wrong way. And I don't know, everything you do should feel natural. It should feel like it's your real life.
No, I agree. With the rise of social media, kids nowadays are kind of, cyberbullying is a big thing, and people are kind of losing themselves because they're trying to be someone that they're not. They want to be like their favorite influencer, their favorite celebrity, and they lose track of themselves, and then they end up having an identity crisis at 14. So hopefully we can work on fixing that. And what do you say we move on to the next topic?
Yeah.
So, mental health is apparently a big thing nowadays. I mean, it should be. Everybody's mental health matters. But finding support for that is really hard when you're not wealthy or you don't have enough support systems in your life. So, what are your opinions on mental health?
I think it's definitely something important and something that's often overlooked. A lot of times you really don't know what's going on in people's lives. That's why I don't ever judge anyone, because you never know. You never know. And I feel like it's something that we should have more support with, because not a lot of people with mental health issues will talk about it. That's, I feel like, one of the biggest things is people don't want to talk about it. And I feel like we need to talk about it more.
I feel like you should find somebody, if you can, find somebody to talk to about your mental health and what's going on. And that person keep what you're saying to them private, because I feel as though everybody needs someone to talk to, and mental health is very important. So
do either of you, like, I'm not going to say do you struggle with your mental health, because that's not everybody's business, but do you ever find yourself getting overwhelmed, getting anxious, and not really knowing how to deal with that?
100%.
Especially at the point you guys are in your lives.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's for everybody. I mean, everybody not perfect, so everybody, they go through everything, so, and it's just matter how you deal with it, so.
So what are some ways that you guys cope with that?
Talking to somebody, talking to my sister, talking to my mom. I'll talk to somebody. If I have somebody to talk to, I will talk to them. But
I write. I'm not the best speaker, so I write.
I get that. When I'm feeling those things, I'm at my piano playing music. It helps. You do what you got to do. So if you are a teen struggling with your mental health right now, what would you guys tell them?
I would really say do whatever you have to do. Whether you have to talk to someone, or you have to write, or you have to find different things. It's not good to keep stuff inside. It's really not healthy at all.
I feel like you should speak up. Speaking up is very important. Or even, like she said, she writing a journal. If you write in a journal, you putting them thoughts away, you get them out your mind, you talking to. It's like talking to somebody, writing it in a journal. Just do something. I think that'll help.
So I'm going to get a little on the race right here. The black community doesn't really talk about mental health much. They don't feel like we should talk to somebody else about what's happening in our heads or what's happening in our lives. What do you guys think on that?
You said the what community?
The black community.
Black community. I don't know. You go. You can go ahead first.
I feel like growing up, I always felt that way, but I feel like the black community is starting to embrace it a little more, for sure. But I feel like that's why some people have issues, because they don't talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm still, y'all can skip me on that question.
All right. What are some ways that you think that the black community could probably improve on making that a better space, especially for the youths of today who are dealing with a lot of different things, like the rise of social media, the rise of influencers and things of that nature, people they try to emulate, but ultimately won't be able to achieve because, well, not everything is works out in the movies.
Just us supporting each other more. I feel like that will improve the black community. Just us supporting each other, like what we're doing right now. A little small business supporting each other. I feel like that will help.
I definitely agree with that. And if you can't find it in like the older generations, I feel like the younger generations could look to each other and move towards that.
You know, I agree because, well, there's definitely a divide in how we see the world between the older generations and the younger generations, especially in the black community. I feel like our generation is a lot more accepting of, you know, you're struggling with your mental health. It's okay, like, let's talk about it. Whereas in the years prior, it's just like, you know, be a man, you know, worse things are happening to you, you know, there's other things to worry about. Do you think that in the Black community we should be more open to talking about these things with others, not just like immediate family, and like talking about it amongst ourselves? On like not just like a household level, I'm talking about like on a every single Black person in America type level.
I do think like for all Black people as a whole, we all need to talk about this more.
I agree with you. I agree with that. I have nothing to say with that as well. So
Those gnats are really messing with you.
Nah, I'm just sitting here. Hey, I'm about to.
Okay. So our next topic that JP gave me was dreams versus reality, setting goals and overcoming setbacks. So what are some of the dreams or future aspirations you guys have for yourselves?
I'm going after my doctorate, so I want to be a doctor in the future.
Any specific field?
Dermatology.
Okay. Skin doctor.
Trade school. After I graduate high school, I want to go to trade for electrician.
Okay.
Or I'm still looking at college too. College still an option. I just want to be financially stable and just have a support system around me, a stronger support system around me. That's what I work for.
I love that you both have realistic dreams. Me, on the other hand, I don't.
What's your dream?
So I want to be an actress, actually.
How is that not realistic?
In our current area in which we live, I got to move to a city. And living in the city, I can't afford that right now. So we're working on that, but hopefully we'll get there one day.
We'll get there.
So what are some steps that you have made to get your doctorate, to become a dermatologist?
I'm at the first step, so I'm just getting to college. That's the first step.
Okay. Listen, your game plan's already started. You already got to go in. And you said you're still in high school, right?
Yeah, so I got to graduate and apply in the trade schools, and colleges as well. So that's my step I got to make. I'm still thinking about what I want to do, but those are the two steps there. My steps, I already made them, so.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you feel like there's a lot of pressure to have a plan, like a step-by-step plan for how you're going to do all this?
Yes. And I honestly wish they would have, when I was in high school, made it seem a little more urgent, just because for what I want to do, it would have helped if I would have like planned this out before, had everything in place. It really depends on what you want to do with your life, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're still in high school. Are you a junior going into senior?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior, okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about now having to apply to colleges and, you know, fill out all those applications, which are incredibly expensive?
I don't know. I'm pretty scared, honestly. I don't know. But I feel like I have to do it. So, at the end of the day, I got to do it, so I'm going to do it.
Now, do you have a backup plan if anything never worked? Or if it just becomes too much and you're just like, you know what? I don't think this is what I want to do. If you had to have a backup plan, what would it be?
I'm not sure about that. I know for sure I'm going to try to at least get my bachelor's in biology, because I could go with a lot of different options with that.
That'll get you in a lot of doors.
Yeah, so as long as I have that, I feel like if the dermatology doesn't work out, something else will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a backup plan. I'm heading for my plan that I got now. I don't think I need a backup plan, but.
When I was in high school, they were always like, oh, well, you know, you're going to change your major 3 times, so, you know, it's okay when you do so. And I was just like, no, I don't. There's only one thing I want to do with my life. And my plan didn't work out. And now I work for the city. So I try to make the city a better place every day. And I put my dream on the back burner for now. And I'm looking at reality, and it's like, well, I can do a lot of good here. And that's why we're sitting here right now, telling you about all this, so some other teens can be prepared and ready for when their time comes. Do you feel any pressure from your family to, like, push and strive to achieve your dreams?
You said pressure from a parent?
Yeah.
No. I feel as though I think I have no pressure. I think they want me to be great. I don't think I have pressure from them that's pushing on me. So I don't think I have pressure.
They don't put any pressure on me, like, for them, but I feel like I put it on myself because I feel like I'm going to be one of the first ones to, like, go really far in college, and I have to do that for this family. Like, that's just what I put onto myself. But from them, like, they're going to support me with whatever I want to do.
The person who can be hardest on you is yourself. So, you know, don't put too much pressure on yourself because that's not good for your mental health. All right. Well, see, I think this was a really good conversation that we just had because, like, this is the stuff that people need to know. Because I don't feel like that it's ever really talked about how stressful growing up can be, especially when you get out of high school. And it's just like you're thrust into the world of the adults. And it's like, how do I even open a bank account? How do I file my taxes? Nobody knows how to do that. I know some adults who don't even know how to do that. But they expect all of us to be able to do it at our age of 18, 19, so on and so forth. So it's good to have conversations like this. So what is one time in which everyone, or at least one person, told you wouldn't succeed and you pushed yourself to succeed, regardless of what anybody else thought, if you have one?
I don't know if I have a time where somebody told me like I couldn't do something. I don't think I've experienced that yet.
Me either. Nah.
Well, have you ever had a time where you proved somebody wrong?
In a serious note, no. Nah.
Well, it doesn't have to be serious.
But I feel like, I don't know, I prove people wrong. I mean, I said prove people wrong. I don't prove people wrong. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
I gotta think about that one.
Do you have a story of perseverance or resilience?
Perseverance?
Yeah.
You wanna go?
So, for what you were saying, I feel like the only person I ever really had to prove wrong was myself. Like, I put a lot of things on myself that I really shouldn't. But my dad had died not too long ago, like right before my graduation. So I still had to sing and everything there, and I don't know, I just thought I was gonna be super sad and everything that day, but I stood high, I smiled, and I sung, and I felt like I was proud of myself that day. So yeah.
Yeah, I lost. I feel like when I was going to the 10th grade, as I was transferring, I'm finishing my 11th grade year, and my grandmom died, and that was like the person I text to talk to, you know. And I just feel like ever since she died, I've been pushing myself to be great and better than I know I could be. I know I could be great, and I wake up every day and I just keep pushing because I know I could be great, and my story not done yet. So
I understand. And see, these are great stories of perseverance. Even though you may be hurting, you may be sad, you still pushed forward and you still did what you had to do. And I know both your grandmother and your father would both be proud of you right now because you're both doing something good. And you're both pursuing what you want to do and you're moving forward. And that's all anyone could ever ask for. I believe we're on our last topic. So let's hope it's a fun one. Oh, nope, we have two more. Sorry, I lied. So this one's called Friendships and Boundaries. Knowing when to draw the line. So we all got friends, right?
yeah.
If you don't, we can get you some. Oh. All right. So healthy friendships. What in your minds are healthy friendships?
I feel like people, I feel like I can be my true 100% self with. I can tell them anything. I know they're not going to tell nobody else my business. They feel like family. That's what friendship is.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that, and a person that's gonna tell me when I'm wrong and when I'm right, I feel like that's a true friendship right there. And basically what you said, so I'm just adding on, but that's all.
What's the biggest thing you value in someone's friendship?
I value like the way they make me feel. If I feel like you like a sister to me, that's what I value. I value like giving me that like family feel.
I'll say loyalty and how they treat me. Yeah, that's them too.
Now, have any of you had toxic friends?
Topic
They
friends?
wouldn't be friends now, but you were friends with somebody and the relationship it was toxic. It wasn't good. It wasn't benefiting either of you. Or you could have felt like you were doing more to keep the friendship than somebody else.
No.
I don't think so. Like I barely have friends, and that's for a reason.
That's for that reason you just said, the toxic reason.
Yes.
I don't deal with everybody's stuff.
With my friends.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, what would you say to someone who has a toxic friend?
It's not doing nothing for you.
Yeah, it's not. If y'all just arguing, it's not helping you. I think you should focus on yourself. You know.
I have had a couple of toxic friends. I don't have them now. I only have like 9 friends at the very most, and one of them is my cousin. So, as someone who had toxic friends, you really try hard to keep that friendship because you do care about the person a lot, and it can hurt when you lose a friend. It hurts when you lose anyone in your life that you care about. So, are there boundaries that you set in friendships?
I feel like definitely for like new friendships, I'm very like reserved, I guess, until I get comfortable with somebody. So I have to build up like what I can say around people because I have to learn them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I don't really got no boundaries. I don't know. I'm a boy, so I really don't. I don't get into all that. I'm kind of simple, so.
So what, you don't have any girlfriends?
We ain't gonna talk about that topic. I got girlfriends, yeah, girlfriends.
I'm not talking about girlfriends. I'm talking about
girlfriends,
girls
yeah.
who are friends.
Yeah, I got boundaries with them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not talking about dating. That wasn't the topic of the podcast.
Nah.
If you want to talk about dating, you're gonna have to ask JP.
No. We good.
Has a friend ever well, you just said you don't have boundaries.
Nah, if they disrespect me, that's different.
I'm saying disrespect your boundaries. Not disrespect you as a person, but disrespect your boundaries.
I don't think so.
All right then. You know, you're both lucky. You're both lucky. Also in this topic is the topic of peer pressure. Have either of you ever been pressured by your peers to do something that you wouldn't normally do? Or they're just trying to convince you to do something?
No.
Like, get on a roller coaster even though you really don't want to?
Nah.
I'm more of a person, if I don't want to do it, then I'm not going to do it. Like, you can't persuade me to do something I don't want to do.
Mine's that. So, you both know what peer pressure is? Both know how it works. What would you say to somebody who is being peer pressured?
If you don't want to do something, say no. If they force you to do something, I mean, you can say no. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
You definitely got to stand up for yourself.
I would say if you're being peer pressured, it doesn't matter if you lose those friends because
they wasn't your real friends if you do lose them.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, real friends would not force you to do something you don't want to do. Now, if it's something as simple as, like you're indecisive, you don't know what to order and they're telling you what to get, go right ahead. That doesn't have consequences. Not really, at least. You may not like what you get, but you should have chose. But if you're generally being peer pressured, it's okay to say no, it's okay to walk away, and it's okay to drop those people. Don't be afraid to lose people, especially people who don't value you. Now, we actually have reached our last topic.
All right.
So, I'm not lying to you this time. This one's called Purpose, Passion, and Finding Your Voice. So, are you both? Well, you said you're passionate about becoming a dermatologist, but is there anything else you're passionate about? And you want to be an electrician.
Yeah.
But is there other things you're passionate about?
Sports, basketball. I think I played basketball all my life, so when I actually get to play, it's like an escape. It's like therapy for me. So I feel like that is one of my passions, and I take it very seriously when I can. So that's really all.
I sing from time to time. I sing. I like to write. I take both of those seriously. So that's a newfound passion too. Like just last year.
Okay. So, how would you use your talents and your skills to make a difference either within your personal life or within your community?
Doing little things for my community as well as teaching. If kids want to learn how to play basketball, I teach them, how to shoot. It's little things like that that can bring a community together. And I feel like it doesn't take much to bring a community together, but a thing that we all like that's similar to others. So I mean, helping kids that want to play basketball, I feel like that can bring my community together as a whole.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like it gives you a chance to connect with other people in different ways. Like when I write letters to people because I can't say what I want to say to them, so I'll write, and then that gives them everything that they needed to hear that I couldn't say. So.
And that's not a bad thing. I sing as well. I write. I play piano. I kind of use all of my talents to promote Chester in a better light than what the media always portrays it as. They don't think our city has that much to offer, but there is so much here to offer. I mean, just look at what's happening here today. There are a bunch of kids here who, this is the future generation. They're younger than us. So we're here trying to make a difference, and we're going to use all our talents to do the best that we can. Whether it's athletics, whether it's writing down what we need to say that we can't in the moment. That's all we can really do. I believe that there's one more sentence. And what is one thing you believe in that you believe to be wholeheartedly true?
That's hard.
I'll give you a minute to think. Take your time.
You don't know?
Like nobody could persuade me.
Yeah. I don't know. One thing I believe in cold-heartedly, that was the question. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. That's hard. I gotta think.
It doesn't have to be anything deep and personal.
Okay.
It could just be like, the sky is purple and no one can tell me otherwise.
Nah, I feel everybody was put on this earth for a reason. Every single person was put on this earth for a reason. That's the only thing I really got.
Okay.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like everybody has a purpose to be here, even if your purpose is to help somebody else's life. That's what I feel.
Now, with that being said, if someone called you out on that, would you stand up for what you believe in?
Yes.
Huh?
If someone called you out on, for what you believe in, would you stand up for that?
Yes, 100%.
And how would you do that? I know these are some hard questions. You can blame JP for them.
I don't know. I would have to ask him, how could you say otherwise?
Valid.
Yeah. I don't know how I would stand up for that. Yeah, that's really, how would you say otherwise?
How would you stand up for what you believe in general? Not just for that specific topic. And what is the importance for standing up for what you believe in?
If you believe in something, you're going to stand up for it. I mean, I don't know how I don't know, because that's kind of like, everybody's here on this earth for a reason. That's kind of like you seeing it, like everybody, the person that's helping me, the person right next to you could be here for you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's not really nothing I can really say. I don't know.
I feel like if what you believe in is something that's going to benefit other people, then you need to speak up about it. I don't know, because maybe something that you believe in can help somebody else with their life. So,
moral of the story, stand up for what you believe in, even when everyone else thinks you're wrong. Because if you know it in your heart to be true, then it is. Because the only opinion that matters in life is yours. And no one can take your opinion away from you. Do you both agree with that sentiment?
I agree with that 100%.
Okay. I have no more questions.
I appreciate
you. Is there anything that either of you would like to say?
No, I appreciate you. That's all I got to say. It was nice speaking to the public.
So that was Teen Talk. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that we'll do this again. And, yeah.
Good job. That's it? Unscrew it. Power it off. I got it.
I'm trying to get my guy to talk to me.
You ended it? You still alive? No, don't end it. What am I talking about? Oh, you want to talk? Foundation. Since you the chair. JP, where you go? Trump! JP! Put it on me. What do you mean, why not tell her? I told you to do it. CMPRadio.net, man. Listen, man. Fusion Friday. You just heard the teens. And I'm forever grateful for this opportunity, right? To be able to put microphones in front of our young kids, right? So we can find out what they need, what they want, what they see. You feel me? And move things forward for our community. Right now I'm sitting with Brittany Hales, right? She is the chair of CMP Radio Foundation. That's a nonprofit that is coming up, right? We're learning. I'm learning everything about board talk and all that good stuff, right? But I'm super appreciative of Brittany for everything that she constantly puts inside of my head for me to keep moving. You know, it's hard sometimes to keep moving when you don't see movement, right? And it's hard to see movement when you're already on the train, right? So, but she sees movement and she constantly tells me about that movement she sees. So I want Brittany to talk about what she sees from the radio station, what she wants from the radio station, and just talk about this event, right? Fusion Friday, and how it can literally change our community.
Well, thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Happy to have the opportunity to serve with you, right? Because that's what a board is. A board is the conduit to serving. So happy to serve and help you build. You've already laid an awesome foundation, and we're just building upon that foundation. So thank you for all that you've done, all that you continue to do. And you know, CMP, we're cultivating mature positivity, right?
Yes.
And so the foundation is no different. And with that, we have an opportunity to not just serve, but add on to our events and programming. We have some youth-led events, which you just saw from our panel, but many, many, many more to come. It's definitely community focused, and moving forward, we want that input so that we can give the community what they need, what they desire, and a platform to share that. And that's what we're here about today. That's what Fusion Friday is as well. So we're going to different parks. Unfortunately, Hurricane Debbie had other plans last week, but we out here today. We're in Chester Park. Right. We got some gift cards that we got to give away. Right. We have some awesome community groups out here. And
gotta fill out the survey to get the gift card.
Yes. Fill out the survey. $50 gift card, and some other goodies. Wonderful, wonderful things to come. And talk to us. Tell us what you need. And it's our job, our calling to make it happen as we cultivate mature positivity.
Every day. As we keep on moving forward. Right. This survey is important in so many different ways. We heard Andrew come through here and talk about why he came up with the idea, why he feels as though the radio station is the perfect platform for this survey. Right now, I have the pleasure of sitting right next to Ms. Zuline Mayfield while she eats her water ice, right? This is Mama Zuline. A leader in our community, a fighter for our community.
Absolutely.
Constantly. Circle is her organization. Right? Love. But I'm super proud of everything that you come through and you teach me about nonprofit activities. You know, October 31st, we're doing the Trunk or Treat, the 4th annual Trunk or Treat.
Yes.
You're helping us with that, right? Infinite Men of Honor. We're trying to get that right. Hopefully we can get everything up and running on that.
We will.
Right?
We speak it into existence.
Right?
We will,
right? Because our men definitely need a place to go and vent and talk about the things that are affecting them, right? Whether it's relationship, whether it's business-wise, whatever's affecting you, we want to know so we can help you. So I'm super proud of that opportunity. And I'm just proud to sit in between both of y'all, right? Because y'all have been doing things in this community for a long time, and I'm just getting active. So, you know, I'm the rookie, y'all the vets, right? So,
not at all.
Yeah, I'm still a rookie, right? But yeah, Brittany, I'm super proud of you. And I thank you for constantly moving me forward, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's our calling, right?
I guess.
If we don't, we're selfish, right?
Yes.
If I have a gift and I don't share that with other people and that gift dies with me, it was in vain.
Right.
I'm selfish.
Absolutely.
So I'm living on purpose.
Thank you. Anything else you want to add before we get up out of here?
Get down here.
Yes, please. Right. What time? How much time we got left? What time is it?
It is currently 6:19.
You got 41 minutes to get down here, get the water ice, get the pretzels. I don't know if the pretzels are all gone. I think they might be, but the water ice is still here. So get down here, get your water ice, fill out your survey. Ms. Zuline, fill out your survey, right, for a chance to win a gift certificate.
I'm gonna go get some water ice.
Right, go ahead, go get some water ice. Hand me that microphone. I'm gonna talk to Ms. Zuline. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How's everybody out there?
Oh, we gotta move over. Move the.
The tech gotta move the thing now.
Right. So, you know, it's getting hot. This is why we're not. Little Drew, what's up, bro? You good? This is why it's important to not be in the grass, so you don't have all the mosquitoes all over you.
It's Crozier, right?
It's Chester.
Okay.
Chester Park. Right. But I'm super proud of Miss Zuline, man. Like, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good, son.
Right.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Right.
I'm tired.
I know you are. Right.
There's always something going on.
Always something. But the fact that you're in the community and you never let them see you, never let them see you cry, right? You keep fighting.
No, and you know, I have my moments every other day. You know, sometimes, you know, our community makes it hard. But you got to keep on moving, even though it's hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Everybody would do it.
Everybody ain't built like us.
Or they would stick with it.
Oh, that's okay.
The
they ain't got to stick with it.
They run from it.
Well, JP, listen. Sometimes we are living in a time where everybody thinks that everything is microwavable. Everything is instantaneous. And those of us that have a vision understand that our visions don't materialize in other people's time. It don't happen like that. And they can't understand it. It's not for them to understand because it ain't their vision. That ain't their assignment. Our assignment is our assignment.
Absolutely.
And we got to stay on task.
Yes, we do.
Okay? No matter what anybody says about anything. Okay? I'm going to come up against anything.
Right.
When it comes to people that I love.
Right.
I don't care if it's money. I don't care if it's power. I don't care about their lawyers. I don't give a damn about none of them. When you come up messing with mine, I'm going to stand tall, and if ain't nobody standing but me, I'm going to stand. I learned that a long time ago.
Yes,
you can't, a lot of people are so dependent upon other people. Oh, well, I'll do it if you do it.
Right.
That's not what leaders do.
No, that's not. No.
Leaders don't do that.
No.
We don't care who before us, in the back of us, on the side. We don't care.
Right. We'll do it alone.
Hey, because I'm enough.
I'm enough. You have to believe that.
I'm enough. You have no idea what you coming up against.
None.
I told a guy one time, I said, you know what? He was talking about bringing a plant here, and I was like, I get it. You a capitalist. I don't have a problem with you being a capitalist.
Right.
But we're survivalists.
Yes, we are.
Okay? This ain't about your money.
No, it's not.
This is about our lives. And unless you're willing to die to get this plant here, because I'm willing to die to make sure it don't never come here.
Right.
That's what you better understand.
Absolutely.
That's our resolve, my resolve. Okay? And, I'm unapologetic. I ain't making no apologies to nobody about what you trying to do for us in our lives.
I think there's no need to make an apologies when you're fighting for a community.
Oh, no. People want you to apologize.
I don't know why.
When you dig in their butt too much, they want an apology.
I took the first year teachers from CCSA on a tour of over town, and we walked over to the newsstand, and I told them about Zuline Mayfield. How she's unapologetic. How she fights for those that feel like they don't have anything to fight for. How she fights for the people that have long ago passed away, and she's fighting for the children of our community, right? And she's not asking for money. She's not asking for help. She's doing it by herself.
No, I ain't alone. Understand? I ain't alone.
No, I'm saying you're.
Oh no, I ain't alone. I got a squad.
Right, I know you got a squad.
We'll squad the hell up on you.
But you don't really need a squad.
Oh no.
Right, we're talking about the need of a squad, right? People feel as though they can't do it.
It's important. It's important that we stand. These young people, Karan and his sister Scalia, they're part of a youth group. We meet every Wednesday from 12:30 to 2. And the part of the youth group, the reason that the youth group is so important to me is that we have to give our kids a foundation of seeing people lead, being trained. Like I told them, we're not training no followers. They not coming to follow me. That ain't what I'm doing. I don't want nobody around me that's a follower. I am training them to be leaders. And guess what? It's 17 of them. And guess what? They show up every Wednesday.
Let's go.
Every Wednesday.
Let's go.
Let's go. And the majority of them is dudes.
Right.
Teenage young men.
That's all they asking for is an opportunity.
What they want. What they want. They want somebody to care about them and something to do.
That's it.
That's all they want. That's all our kids desire. But you got to be pure with them. Yep. You can't come in bullshitting them. Because they going to read it.
They going to read it. They going to feel it.
They know if you sincere and if you about some bullshit. Okay? And they know if you just trying to use them to prop them up for some for some pictures.
Oh, you can curse.
Okay? We don't do that shit.
Oh, you can definitely curse.
No, we don't do no prop up stuff.
No,
okay?
At all. We're here.
And they are learning.
Right.
They are learning.
And
now they
love it.
on the civics.
Huh.
They on the civics.
Right.
We teaching them.
Right. As you should.
The
Why wouldn't
importance of using their brain and why it's important for them to get out here on this field to suit up. Even when their people tell them, oh, voting don't matter. It's not important.
I don't know what that. I think that whisper comes from the other side, and they whisper it into our community. They give people a couple dollars. And they
No. We got parents and grandparents that whisper and shout that. I'm not doing that because it don't matter.
Again, I think that didn't originate with us. Because if it did, they wouldn't be doing everything they're doing right now in the Congress to shut our votes down, to not give us the right to be able to vote. Right? If our votes didn't matter, they wouldn't be doing
Yeah, I agree to that for a certain part. But, you know, why are we picking up the mantle of bullshit?
Because that's the only mantle we have.
No, it's not.
That's the only mantle that we know about. See, you can't.
No, that's what we choose.
No.
JP, we got a choice.
I know we have a choice, but a lot of people don't care what options they have. They're stuck with this. My vote doesn't matter. Oh, this person gave me $1,200. That's why I'm voting for. Oh, this person ain't black. Oh, this person is a female. Oh, this no.
But these same colonizers will make you discount what your brother, or somebody, or your sister look like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because they water is colder.
Yes.
They shit don't stink.
No, it don't.
Okay.
It don't.
I'm dealing with a situation right now with some colonizers think they coming up in Chester and gonna run something about environmental justice. And what they do, they go and find a weakest link. Okay. And now he becomes the black face.
Right.
Put him